good Saturday evening. It is tailgate time, it is football time, and the swag is in full swing. The second half of Miles in Alabama State, I'm going to take you to there shortly. The first half of the other games, Tuskegee and Grambling, and Lamar and Valley, Southern and Savannah State are all kicking off right now. Let me get caught up on some scores. Oh, they don't have no scores. Yeah, there we go. All right. All right. What I told you, well, at least FAMU scoring field goals. They ain't winning. They scoring field goals. They 625. FAMU has 6. Miami has 25. Miles only 3. Alabama State 24. Alabama State has 168 rushing yards. Huge difference. About time. Lane versus Jackson State. I told you this was not going to be pretty. It's 21-0 JSU. Alabama A&M is beating Kentucky State 14-0. Tuskegee is winning 13-0. Texas Southern and Rice. It's only 7-0. Texas Southern behind. Perry View versus Northwestern State 14-7. And that's in the first quarter. Look at that. While y'all bullshitting, Valley done scored a touchdown. Huh? 7-0. All right, so as soon as the game, I think they about to go into the bands for the second half. As soon as the second half of the bands come on, and then I'm gonna go live. But the key thing that I was looking for was Crowley. He threw a touchdown at the right at the end of the first quarter. Okay, the band's on. Let me stop talking and get the bands on.
Miles College, Purple Marching Machine on the field. Halftime band performance presented by Pepsi. We'll take this break. More of halftime right after this.
Big companies run on Monday.com. We run the orca species, and it gives us the visibility and foresight to hit our Q3 migration targets easily. Mobilizing an entire species across 5 oceans is a massive operation.
Monday gives us the visibility to predict different scenarios like potential danger and devouring seals.
Let's avoid killing references.
Managing food supply.
Approved.
See? Full visibility.
Visibility for whatever you run. Start your free trial at Monday.com.
When the sawdust settles and the engine finally roars, the thing you care about most is a job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels a little different. Your wallet. Because we believe no matter what you're working on, you need high-quality tools at a great price. And that's what we're all about. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Recipes. Recipes that are more than their ingredients. Recipes written by hand and lost to time can now be analyzed and restored using the power of Dell AI, preserving memories and helping to write new ones.
Protect the skin, you serve it.
The skin you defend in. Protect your skin with La Roche-Posay's ultra-lightweight sunscreen with antioxidants.
To defend against skin cancer.
And prevent visible aging. Every day is a sunscreen day.
Whatever you're into, Mercedes-Benz has an SUV for you. City shopping spree you. Weekend getaway you. Outdoor adventures you. Stylish, powerful, sophisticated. Because when you're in a Mercedes, you'd expect nothing less. Mercedes-Benz SUVs featuring the GLE plug-in hybrid and the all-new GLC plug-in hybrid. Visit MBUSA.com for special offers on select SUV models.
Don't miss the Kohl's Cash Ultimate Giveaway. Hurry in to claim yours from the millions in Kohl's Cash we're giving away in stores only, while supplies last. Plus, take an extra 20% off in-store and online Friday through Sunday. This weekend at Kohl's.
Hungry Root is here.
And I needed it because my fridge is super empty.
3 p.m. to 7 p.m. it is crunch time for our family.
Honestly, I barely have time to wash my hair, let alone meal prep.
Hungry Root allows me to get everything that I need.
It's so easy to just whip together a quick, healthy meal.
Hungry Root has been a huge game changer.
Head to hungryroot.com for healthy groceries and simple recipes. Plus, get free veggies for life.
I'm interested in trying these new weight loss shots, but I need it to be more affordable because my insurance doesn't cover it.
24-3, Alabama State on top of Miles College here at ASU Stadium here in Montgomery, Alabama. The Miles College Golden Bear Purple Marching Machine still on the field. Alabama State is coming up. You'll get a chance to see them during halftime. We'll take this time out. More from Montgomery right after this.
Big companies run on Monday.com. We run the orca species, and it gives us the visibility and foresight to hit our Q3 migration targets easily. Mobilizing an entire species across 5 oceans is a massive operation.
Monday gives us the visibility to predict different scenarios like potential danger and devouring seals.
Let's avoid killing references.
Managing food supply.
Approved.
See? Full visibility.
Visibility for whatever you run. Start your free trial at Monday.com.
When the sawdust settles and the engine roars, the thing you care about is a job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels different. Your wallet. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Trains. Trains that use the power of Dell AI and Intel, clearing the way so you arrive exactly where you belong.
Sports is all about discipline. Every 2 hours, I practice my best defense. With Antelios, make every day a sunscreen day.
Don't miss the Kohl's Cash Ultimate Giveaway. Hurry and claim yours from the millions in Kohl's Cash we're giving away in stores only, while supplies last. Plus, take an extra 20% off in-store and online Friday through Sunday. This weekend at Kohl's.
This fall, it's all about denim. So chic, so sleek, it's genius. Obsessed. Swing by Old Navy.
1, 2, seal, ziplock and a move. 3, 4, slide and store. 5, 6, toss and mix. 7, 8, let it shake.
The only bag with the Easy Guide seal. Ziploc. Unlock life. SC Johnson.
When my life gets crazy, my good food choices are the first to go.
Fasta is perfect for when I don't have time to cook.
I gotta get this in the fridge because it's fresh and made by chefs.
Put this in the microwave for 2 minutes.
They've got steak, they've got salmon.
They have keto, protein plus, and calorie smart.
I can't believe this is this delicious and it's helping me lose weight.
This is a meal I picked up on the app and they come delivered right to your door.
I can't believe we didn't do this sooner.
The best healthcare is there in ways big and small. There when we most and least expect it. We may not see it, but we feel it. It lets us know we're not in this alone. Everyone deserves a healthcare partner who never quits. One who's there for what matters. United Healthcare. There for what matters.
Back here at ASU Stadium here in Montgomery, Alabama State on top 24-3. And now let's listen to the Alabama State Mighty Marching Hornets, a part of today's halftime band performances brought to you by Pepsi. Yes. Alabama State Mighty Marching Hornets halftime band performance presented by Pepsi. Take this time out. Back right after this.
Good morning, everybody. We are here to discuss the ASU.
So what?
So, any questions?
Nope, all clear.
Don't miss the Kohl's Cash Ultimate Giveaway. Hurry and claim yours from the millions in Kohl's Cash we're giving away in stores only, while supplies last. Plus, take an extra 20% off in-store and online Friday through Sunday. This weekend at Kohl's.
What if you could face every day with confidence? Raid puts 65 years of insect science in your hands, so you can protect the ones you love. Raid. Protection for everyone. SC.
This fall, it's all about denim. So chic, so sleek. It's genius. Obsessed. Swing by Old Navy.
You see that? That's like the gap in my health insurance.
Gap in your health insurance?
It didn't cover everything when I got hurt. Good thing I had Aflac. The cash I got from Aflac helped pay for medical expenses, groceries, rent. Really helped close that gap.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Find an agent, get a quote at Aflac.com.
Wish we had Aflac on our team. You can.
Yeah! Woo! With the Game Time app, I paid 60% less than this guy. What? And it's not just sports tickets. It's also concerts.
Seriously?
Performances too!
Oh, come on!
Game Time finds you the best last-minute deals and guarantees the lowest price.
Am I underdressed?
Download Game Time. Last-minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
I'm interested in trying these new weight loss shots, but I need it to be more affordable because my insurance doesn't cover it. I'm not sure which online provider to trust, and I want to ask a doctor a lot of questions.
The secret's out. At Henry Meds, our knowledgeable providers demystify compounded semaglutide, the same active ingredient in brand name weight management meds. If you're eligible for treatment, your medication will be shipped to your door for just $297 a month. You can save thousands by using Henry Meds for weight management medication.
Hey, how goes it?
Well, I'm getting a new car. How's it going over there?
Hey, buy that car yet?
Be here Thursday. You?
It's a question for a more...
Back here at ASU Stadium, Alabama State on top of Miles College, 24-3. Welcome back to our SWAC broadcast presented by Pepsi. Santoria Black along with Mo Carter. And Mo, I tell you what, this has been one of those types of games where early on you saw Miles College really start to do things. But then after that first drive, it was all about Alabama State.
Absolutely. Cameron Ivory and that Miles College offense looked really, really good on that first drive. But then really after a critical third down incompletion, things really just went left for the Golden Bears. And from there, Alabama State just really took over, especially in between the trenches.
That's right. And you look at that offensive line, they really did a lot of great work in getting those running backs holes open, and really the rushing game from Alabama State has really been prominent.
They have been attacking that left side of the offensive line all day long, and then when they don't go outside, they go inside. Jaquan Quincy with that man of a run that he had to really open that game up and really just turn things around for Alabama State to expand their lead.
Well, I tell you what, we got a lot of great highlights and, of course, stats presented by our good friends at Pepsi. You know, when you take a look at the highlights, man, it really was about just that front line and what they've been able to do.
Exactly. The buffet busters, as you talked about, definitely creating a whole lot of holes for Alabama State and also providing a lot of protection for James Hayes, the freshman quarterback, getting his first college action of the day. And, you know, the best friend for a young freshman quarterback is his offensive line and good running backs like Jaquan Quincy. Look at this amazing run, running away from the defense, showing he's been in the weight room and carrying defenders into the end zone for a score. And you talk about taking the wind out of the sail for Miles Collins. That play definitely did it right there.
Let's take a look at those halftime stats presented by Pepsi. And I tell you what, when you start taking a look at the average yards per play, there's no doubt Alabama State 6.1, Miles 1.8.
Yeah, that is a huge disparity between the two. But here's another thing too, Santoria. Miles has 50 total yards. That touchdown run by Daquan Quincy was 68 yards by itself.
Yeah. And then, you know, look, total yards, rushing yards, 103 to 21, 29, 80 to 21. When you start taking a look at the passing yards. But I think that the other thing that is not right here, but Alabama State shot themselves in the foot a little bit with the penalties in the first half.
Correct. There was a punt return for a touchdown that eventually got called back, and then the guy who was actually penalized for it, you could tell he was upset about it. The coach had to kind of calm him down. Then there was another play that got him down inside the 20-yard line that got called back. So all of a sudden, the last drive for Alabama State took way longer than what they expected. Luckily, Hayes was able to fire a slant for a touchdown to extend the lead, making it 24-3 as they went into the halftime break.
Alabama State getting ready to kick off here to Miles College to start things off here in the third quarter. And tell you what, man, there are some great games going on around the conference over the next few weeks, and boy, you'll get a chance to see them on the ESPN family of networks, just all over, just some great football. And this one is a short kick that will come down to Miles College at inside the 20-yard line, and Miles College is going to get some great field position to start things out here in the second half.
That was number 89. That was Tipton Dobbs, a wide receiver, picking up good yardage right outside the 40-yard line. That's where Miles College will begin first down and 10. But Santori, yeah, you talk about some great matchups on the ESPN family of networks and ESPN Plus within the Southwestern Athletic Conference. There's a pretty big one next week in the city of Jackson, Mississippi, between two longtime rivals in Jackson State University and Southern University going down. While it won't count in the SWAC standings, it does not mean that the rivalry still will not be heated between those two teams.
And that's been moved to a night game. And, man, I tell you what, that is going to be electric.
Exactly. Think about the tailgating that's going to be happening all day out there in Jackson.
I tell you what, last time I did tailgating in Jackson and had a chance to eat over there, man, I could barely move.
You had itis?
I ate like a buffet buster. Some good food over in Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Second down and short here for Miles College. Wow, look at the Hornets swarm over the running game of Miles College.
Yes, getting out there for the first time was Stephon Young-Rowe on that one, leading the way for the swarm of Hornets in the defensive backfield.
Third down now for Miles College.
And see, with Miles in the first half, we had been seeing this a lot. They get to third and somewhat manageable, but then cannot convert on third down. Let's see if they can make a change here on their first possession in the second half.
Cam Ivory with the pass. That's going to be complete to Frank Pierre. Still on his feet and out of bounds inside the 25-yard line, or the line judge is standing right at the 25-yard line. And that's going to be Scarborough on the tackle.
Cam Ivory with the quick play fake and gets it over to Frank Pierre. Pierre was able to get away from one tackler and it picked up solid yardage to finally put them in Alabama State territory.
First down and 10 now. Once again for Miles College. Run by Gennaro Scott.
Gennaro Scott going off right side, and he's taken down by DeMarcus Cunningham. Excuse me, Caleb Alford with the tackle. You know, these double numbers, Santor.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
For the people at home, yes, we have this in front of us, But then we also have to be like, all right, there's one.
Nice leap, and the ball is loose. Alabama State looks like they may have recovered it. Let's see what happens. And the Hornets recover it. What a job on defense by Alabama State. Keen Lewis on the recovery.
Gennaro Scott was able to jump over the defender and then stick the landing, but then he loses the ball as he goes for the landing. Look, right here, shows the hops, but loses the ball as he's coming down. Alabama State is able to recover it, ending a Miles College.
And Caleb Alford, you got to give him credit because he punched that ball out of the hands of Gennaro Scott.
And, of course, the ball bounced the right way for Alabama State. They were right there on the sideline, and somehow that ball remained in the field of play. Alabama State will take over, but, oh, that's got to be a gut punch for Coach Sam Shade and the Miles College Golden Bears.
Well, you get that deep and knock on the door and get slammed in your face. First down and 10 for Alabama State. Hayes scrambling, looking, and he'll throw it away. Good decision because he had nowhere to go with it.
Not only nowhere to go, but he had a whole lot of pressure coming from the defensive end for Miles College. That's JaMychal Rogers, the preseason All-SIAC selection, who we haven't really called his name too much, but for sure, out of the three defensive linemen that are returning starters, he's the guy they feel is the most important to make an impact on that D-line with Miles.
Second down and 10 once again now for Alabama State. Here is the give. That's going to be Kinsey. He'll get a couple.
Alabama State trying to follow those blockers on the left side of the field. Looked like Kinsey had a few steps on some defenders, but at the end of the day, Miles College was able to take them down and sets up third down.
Yofondo on the tackle for Miles Collins. We've said his name a couple of times already this evening.
Absolutely. If you're Miles College, this is a critical third down to try to stop Alabama State and get the ball back for the offense.
You can see some of the defenders, some of them playing off the receivers. Here is the give. Not a lot there as Miles College doing a great job defensively, getting into the interior part of the line. William Hardy, once again, big game last week. He continues to have a big game this week.
William Hardy coming up with a great tackle to stuff the running back in the trenches. Sets a fourth down and a punting situation. So the turnover by Miles College wasn't as dreadful as many may have thought just a few minutes ago, and it looks like they'll get the ball back with pretty good field position.
And that's always a good thing when you get a turnover and all of a sudden you're like, man, I hope they don't turn it into points. Great defense there by Miles College, and they can give you a little bit of confidence. Here is the punt, high punt. Come down and fumbled. And coming down with the football, Jaquel Fells, and they will have the ball right at about the 45-yard line, 43-yard punt. And that brings us to a timeout. Alabama State still on top by 3 touchdowns.
Get your girls out this summer with Pepsi, the official beverage of Girls' Night Out.
Get your grills out this summer with Pepsi, the official.
Why is it on a commercial break? FAMU 6,
exactly
Miami 32. Then watching Miles 3, Alabama State 24. Kentucky State 0, Alabama A&M 21. Tuskegee 0, Grambling 20. Lane 0, Jackson State.
Best way to honor our history.
Texas Southern 0, Rice 21.
General Motors,
Honored to sponsor
And
the
this is the
Southwest
game I
Football
was
League.
telling you about, one of the three I was watching. Savannah State 7, Southern 3. Damn, Southern, get it together.
Right there with campus grants, scholarships, and
Perry
career
View,
opportunities.
17,
Winning schools have
Northwestern
seen their
State,
visions for
14.
upgrading their campuses and communities come to life.
Mississippi
Sustainability
Valley,
projects,
7,
as well as new
14.
places to connect, like innovation lounges and
Alcorn,
outdoor
0,
pavilions. As we
Vanderbilt, 10.
celebrate 15 years of partnering with HBCUs, we're excited to keep
And earlier
momentum
today,
going.
Bethune-Cookman looked like Bethune-Cookman.
By purpose.
Mercer 31, BC
Memories,
2.
friendship.
Damn shame.
We're here for all of it.
Throw their ass.
Here for the big moments.
Bethune-Cookman, you need to go ahead and get traded in.
We're here for unforgettable triumph, momentary misfortune, and the impromptu throwdown. We're out here each day, chasing something great. Call it adventure, call it play, we call it fun. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
Alabama State on top 24-3 over Miles College. And on that last play, Trey Phillips looks like he was injured on that play for Alabama State.
As you see right there, Trey Phillips goes airborne and it lands awkwardly on his
Little
left
ass shoulder pass.
shoulder,
That's what
maybe
it
his
is.
elbow.
Shoulder pass so
And then
small.
after that, they took him directly to the trainer's table.
Separated shoulder or something.
And he's still in there right now. So, you know, you wish the best for this man. But when it comes to injuries, Alabama State really cannot afford to sustain any more injuries.
Alabama
We've seen
State needs a
enough,
quarterback.
especially with the quarterback position. But then Eddie Robinson Jr. also said,
In the first half, Alabama State put up
he was pretty bad
108 rushing yards. That's why the score was
Jonah
like
O'Brien, who was the backup quarterback,
total domination in the first
got
half.
a concussion. He didn't come out, as a matter of fact, for the first few days. And here is the give.
ball was tipped at the line.
And it was tipped by, I should say, incomplete pass to Jay Andrews. But yeah, so Jonah O'Brien didn't even come out for the first few days, according to reports during the week, just to kind of stay in the dark because he was in concussion protocol. And then, of course, Andrew Body with his shoulder injury. It looks like he'll have to have surgery. So 2 big injuries there last week.
Wide open. Overthrew.
Pass picked off by Alabama State. Scarborough with another big play on defense.
Oh, he gone.
Scarborough on his feet, and he gets across the 45 to the Miles College 42-yard line. First down, Hornets.
Scarborough was lined up on the hash marks and literally just beat the man to. Actually goes to the other hash mark and then watch me just play the ball and then
Man,
like,
wide open.
here we go. Here's my interception. Let me slip a couple of tackles and then we follow my blocks and then he picks up a fantastic set of blocks.
Man,
from
wide
his
open. You threw the ball to the
and all of a
only
sudden
person
Alabama
can
State now with their second turnover in less than 5 minutes.
Tackle by Andrews. Basically saved a touchdown there, and now Alabama State in business at the Miles College 43-yard line. First down and 10, where Scarborough is having a great game. What a job on defense by Miles College. Jermichael Rogers almost in the backfield when that thing was handed off.
Jermichael Rogers definitely read his keys and then make sure he was able to take down the defender for a 3-yard loss. As we mentioned, we didn't really talk about him in the first half, but second half, he's already made a couple of plays for Miles College.
Second down and 13 now. Make it 14. That throw is incomplete.
Out of the reach for his tight end, Erickson McRae.
Reeves doing a great job defending on that play. And now the official trying to say something. I think he's trying to tell the fans possibly to quiet down.
Oh, man, it won't be HBCU football if we don't get that referee, please will the band not play as the team is at the line of scrimmage announcement. It just wouldn't be, Santori.
Just wouldn't.
Another sign to let me know that football is back.
Yes. And you know what? In pretty decent weather, it's not too hot,
Oh,
not too muggy here in Montgomery.
Not at
Great
all.
weather.
In the 80s.
Hayes stepping up, complete. Hayes with the completion. And Cam Williams with the tackle.
Corey Daly coming up with the reception, but not enough for a first down. So back-to-back possessions now. Alabama State cannot capitalize with points following a turnover they got from Miles College.
So if Harrison Tuck can get a good kick here, it can pin Miles College back. And this one goes way out of the reach of Harrison Tuck, and he loses the football. And it is recovered by Miles College, and all kinds of extracurricular activity goes on.
That was Rock Dowdell who was able to get over there and recover the bad snap.
So Dowdell is the player for Miles College that recovered the football. And now we've got all kinds of extracurricular activity. And you can see
Sam Shea getting into the face of his players, let them know, like, hey, we're still into this game, but don't lose.
And that penalty is going to be on Dowdell. Looks like for a hit, punch.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 4, the recovery team, 15-yard penalty, first down mile.
That's his first unsportsmanlike penalty.
That is number 4, first unsportsmanlike conduct.
Boy, that punt just went way out of the reach of Harrison Tuck, and he couldn't pick up the ball.
Oh, he throws the ball at the punter's head. Yeah, you can't do that in a situation where you're trying to build momentum, let alone gain some.
Well, that'll be first down and 10 for Miles, but back at their 45-yard line. And now both teams have had penalties assessed at very inopportune times.
On special teams at that.
And boy, I tell you what, trying to find something open was Ivory. Gets it to Trevonta Abner. Gets inside the 30-yard line and a first down. Abner, 3 catches and 33 yards last week.
Ivory was just looking for someone to throw the ball. Nobody was open as an Alabama State defense was swarming to get to him. He eludes the defender right there, almost gets a big hit in the backfield before he gets it over to Abner, and Abner is able to pick up a first down for the Golden Bears.
First down and 10 now for Miles College. Cam Ivory throws, nice catch by Abner, gets inside the 15, inside the 10, and to about the 8-yard line, first down.
Abner making back-to-back grabs, this time across the middle.
Lewis on the tackle for Alabama State.
And Abner did a great thing, too, the fact that he protected the ball as he was going down on the tackle.
Boy, I tell you what.
Alabama State was not fooled on that one.
No.
That was Tayshawn Sims coming through and batting the ball away. Very crucial possession for Miles College now. They've got to find a way to get some points on the board.
Absolutely. Ivory running, throws it out of bounds. He was trying to get it out of bounds. Pierre was the nearest receiver.
I think originally the ball was supposed to go to Abner. Abner was coming underneath, but Ivory had to take a few extra steps to get away from a Hornet defender.
Well, these bands have been entertaining the crowd back and forth.
Yes, sir. Purple Marching Machine and the Mighty Marching Hornets.
And
going at it.
Is it just me, or did Miles College move from one side of the stadium to the other side?
They did.
Yeah.
They did. They did. They wanted the straight-on battle.
They are getting it. Here's Ivory.
Run the
Takes it
ball.
with the football. Still
What the hell are you waiting on?
He'll be tackled at about the 10-yard line. And that hold closed extremely fast. And now the Miles College Golden Bears have a big decision to make here.
Yeah, that was Denzel Johnson coming
Run,
up with
run.
the
Now you
tackle on Ivory. Ivory really didn't have much space as he stepped up into the pocket.
No, he hesitated.
I know for sure he was like, can I run it? Can I run it? And then he decides, you know what?
No,
Let me do
brother.
what I can and go down.
Field goal try here. This will be a 27-yard field goal attempt, 22-yard field goal attempt. And this one hits the right upright. Roderick Smith missing this one. I should say just doinking it right off the right upright.
You'll walk back to Miles if you
Miles
do my damn
College
thing.
denied. Cannot score. And it's still 3 touchdowns lead by Alabama State. Back after this.
Time is luxury. Who you spend it with, what you spend it doing, why we spend so much time designing.
All right, while we on a quick little commercial break, let's keep up the scores. Give me a second to refresh them. And these are scores throughout the SWAC. FAMU 6, Miami 39. Kentucky State 0, Alabama A&M 28. Tuskegee 0, Grambling 20. Lane 0, Jackson State 45. Jackson State down there putting on a clinic. Ain't looking good for Texas Southern. 0, Rice 35. Savannah State 7, Grambling 6. Southern has 2 field goals against Savannah State. I say again, Southern has 2 field goals against Savannah State. 7-6. Prairie View 20, Northwestern State 14. Prairie View ain't playing. Valley 7, Lamar 14. Alcorn 0, Vanderbilt 10. Arkansas Baptist 0, Arkansas Pine Bluff 7. And what I said earlier about Bethune-Cookman, I mean it. Take y'all ass somewhere else. You put up 2 points in your home opener against Mercer. Mercer 31, Bethune-Cookman 2. That's a damn shame. I said it. Now, come in.
$6.99 for any foot long. So that means $6.99 will get me a hot and toasty Outlaw, or a Subway Club, or a hot shot Italiano, or
literally any sub on the menu.
My bad. Don't miss out on this deal. Get any foot long for just $6.99 in the Subway app. Order now before it's too late.
Alabama State still with a commanding lead over Miles College here in the third quarter. You see the Alabama State fans enjoying themselves, and boy, you see that sun go down. Just a beautiful shot there. Alabama State University, founded 1867 here in Montgomery. A little over 5,400 students, and of course Ralph Abernathy, one of the famous alumni to graduate from here. Ricky Smiley, of course, who has a national morning show weekdays on stations across the country, and very involved in the Magic City Classic, bringing his morning show there every, I think once or twice during the Magic City Classic.
Absolutely. Plus, Ricky Smiley, very involved with the actual game, too. I tend to see him on the sidelines covering the Magic City Classic just about every year since I've been here in the state of Alabama. But here's something else interesting about Alabama State. It's probably got to be one of the few colleges in which your president and your head football coaches are alums of the university.
Yeah, you don't see that a ton right now. And I tell you what, they're very proud of what they have been able to accomplish here. Here you see a huge hit.
Man, he hurt.
James Hayes take a shot.
He hurt.
No
matter how you put that, he hurt.
You
don't know where he at. Look at it. The helmet on sideways.
James Hayes.
I told you. That man
Hayes
hurt.
just held the ball just a little too long on this one.
Watch this.
And just ran out of real estate.
They use him as a tackling dummy.
260 from Town Creek,
Ooh.
Alabama.
Oh,
He might
yeah.
not be
Helmet turned sideways.
tall, but man, he is a low.
Look, we're gonna have to check that that weight.
Yeah, 260 seemed to be just a little bit.
That ain't no
like
damn 260, man. That man 300 pounds.
I tell you what, he moves extremely well. Great feet.
And the reason why I say that, Jermichael Rogers is 250.
Yeah. Well, they got some, here's the thing. You got big guys, but they move well. And that's what really impresses you about both of these lines is how they move with their feet.
Yes.
30 seconds.
Like we have a timeout on the field. It'll be third down after the timeout. There is the Miles College Band. And take a look at their school, founded in 1898 in Fairfield, Alabama. A little over 1,300 students. Bobby Knight is their president. And Grant DuBose, Richard Arrington Jr., Autherine Lucy, all great alums of this institution.
Exactly. Miles College is located in Fairfield, Alabama. Like literally as soon as you pull into Fairfield, you see the sign that says Miles College right there. It is entrenched within that community.
Bobby Knight, the first female president in the history of Miles College of the presidents. And so congratulations to her, really doing a great job trying to improve the profile, improve the attendance of this institution. And, look, a Division II school, so they don't have the same resources as your Division I schools, but, man, they are really trying to improve what they do. Here is the run. A.J. Gates Jr. on the carry, and now Zach Sims, the new quarterback in the ball game for Alabama State, the freshman from Abernathy, Alabama.
So we've got our second true freshman quarterback seeing action today.
That's the third Alabama State quarterback that's played today.
And
the
you got to
second.
think about like what was going through the minds of these guys early this week when they realized, like, man, like we're really going to be playing thanks to the fact that our two quarterbacks with experience will not be in the mix.
Harrison Tuck will punt. Last time there was a disaster with the punt for Alabama State. And a flag on the play.
Is it me or is it the fact that every special teams play we've had since the second quarter has either had a penalty or a mishap?
Well, this one is a false start. Now Alabama State will have to back up 5 more yards. Makes things a little bit tighter here for Harrison Tuck. And again, you don't want a bad snap. That could result in a safety.
Definitely could. And if you're Alabama State, you don't want to give any points away to Miles College. You want to make them earn each and every one of them.
And here is the kick, and it comes down at the 40. And out to about the 45 of Alabama State. That's Jaquel Fells on the return for Miles College. 42 yards on the punt, and Miles College will take over in Alabama State territory.
20 yards on the return. Man, that's crazy. Special teams better get this shit together.
Who are you? I'm you, but with the spicy kick. Spicy kick? When you try Jacqueline's Doritos Spicy Sweet Chili Flavored Beef Jerky, you unleash the you with more flavor. So I have a panther and a neck tattoo. Is it temporary? What do you
During
think?
the kick, personal foul.
Does the panther know any tricks?
Return team, number 46. 50-yard penalty for us from the end of the kick. First down.
Your
Scores again. FAMU 9, Miami 39.
Talking about dropping the ball.
I got the score.
Kentucky State 0, Alabama State 28. Tuskegee 0, Grambling 20.
Tostitos Hardy Dippers.
Texas State
We are
45, Lane
exactly what
0.
you think. We are not at all what you think.
Texas Southern getting a behind kick.
Present and future. All in one.
35-0. Savannah State still leading Southern 7-6. Southern has the ball.
The best way to honor our history is to make history. General Motors, honored to sponsor the
Valley
Southwestern
14.
Athletic Conference.
Valley 7, Lane 14. Lamar. Alcorn 0, Vanderbilt 10. Alcorn, can you score at any point?
Get your girls out this summer with Pepsi, the official beverage of Girls Night Out.
For 15 years, the Home Depot Retool Your School program has been championing HBCUs. We've been right there with campus grants, scholarships, and career opportunities. Winning schools have seen their visions for upgrading their campuses and communities come to life through sustainability projects, as well as new places to connect, like innovation lounges and outdoor pavilions. As we celebrate 15 years of partnering with HBCUs, we're excited to keep the momentum going. Retool your school. We're powered by purpose.
Today's SWAC news and notes are brought to you by GM. And you start off with Alabama State, starting a freshman. And you got Hayes. He's 5 for 11, 88 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception in his debut. And, man, you can't be – I mean, look, if you're Coach Eddie Robinson Jr. with everything that happened, you got to be pleased with what you saw.
Absolutely. You got to credit his staff, too, for basically putting him in the position to do
positive
things today. And rushing attack definitely helped take a lot of pressure off of him. But those 2 TD passes that he threw today, on the money and on point.
And, of course, McCoy from Jackson State University, 5 of 9 today, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, Jackson State, of course, they're taking on Lane today. They'll take on Southern University next week in a non-conference affair. But don't tell those 2 teams that, because they still hate each other and want to get a W over their big rival.
Speaking of Southern University, they were picked to finish 4th in the Southwestern Athletic Conference Western Division. But I tell you what, their new head coach says, hey, don't sleep on us.
No, not at all. Coach Terrence Graves, he's a guy in his first head coaching job, but he has a lot of SWAC hours, Santoria. Longtime assistant at both Southern and Grambling, knows how to win championships too.
Here is the throw, and it is it going to be intercepted? It is intercepted by Alabama State, and first down for the Hornets.
That's James Burgess coming up with the interceptor, just high pointing the ball over the Miles College wide receiver. And once again, Miles College giving the ball away for the 3rd straight time here in the second half. Well, 3 out of 4 possessions, technically.
And I'll tell you what, that was just great defense, one-on-one coverage. And there you can see the reaction of the transfer from Alcorn State, Cameron Ivory, disappointed in that throw. But I tell you, that defense from Alabama State, they have been salty.
And, of course, Eddie Robinson Jr., back-to-back SWAC Defensive Player of the Year during his playing time, played with the Houston Oilers and then the Tennessee Titans, played in the Super Bowl. Defensive-minded guy, loves special teams, so his defensive guys are making the plays that he loves to see.
And remaining in the ball game at quarterback for Alabama State will be Zach Sims, it looks like. Here is the give across the 10. Kinsey gets all the way out across the 30-yard line to the 31-yard line. First down, Hornets.
Kinsey is the definition of having speed and power. Just look at him. He's shifty. Nice little stiff arm right there, and then another stiff arm. Get off me as we go out of bounds for Alabama State. Kinsey has literally been rolling on this offense today with the Hornets.
Hudson Davis with the stop for Miles College.
Kinsey now with 129 rushing yards on 11 attempts.
Once again, the give, and this time Miles College right there, and it's a loss of 1 on the play. Rogers on the tackle.
So Michael Rogers says, look, I've had enough. If I got to come from the backside, I will make this play.
Second down now for Alabama State. It'll be 2nd and 11. And, just when Alabama State gets a huge play, you see Miles College recovering, and they're able to stop Alabama State for either no gain or short loss.
And if you're the Miles College defense, your back is against the wall on this drive here.
Here is the carry out to about the 38-yard line. And that's Kinsey once again, who has had a stellar day.
I'll tell you this, Santura, I did not realize that Kinsey was so shifty. You look at him, he looks like he's just a power back. But, man, look, he's got the jukes and the jives and the shakes. And then he can outrun you if he needs to as well.
Hardy and Davis on the tackle for Miles College. And, you know, one of the things you can tell is he doesn't open up his hips too much. He's got a good, firm foundation, and then he doesn't commit to where he's planning. And then, of course, he's really doing a great job getting from one direction to another, making people miss.
Absolutely. And, of course, we talked about the transfers earlier. He is definitely one of the top pickups they got.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Alabama State. And speaking of which, we came back from that timeout. There was a penalty against Miles College, which backed them up in their drive. So penalties right now plaguing both teams.
Yes, it's those mental mistakes at the wrong time, as a matter of fact.
9 penalties, 75 yards now for the Hornets. Here is the give to Holtzclaw around the edge, 25. Ooh, fell kind of awkwardly. Hardy on the tackle.
Yeah, Holtzclaw looked like he went down awkwardly following the tackle from Hardy, but seems to be A-okay on that play.
Now Harrison Tuck will punt the ball once again for Alabama State. The waning moments of the third quarter here in Montgomery.
Of course, Alabama State still with a 24-3 lead. Miles College, 4 possessions, and on all 4 possessions, they have given away the ball via a turnover and also missed a field goal.
Tuck with a high kick, and it will be a fair catch made at the 34-yard line, and that's where Miles College will take over first down and 10 in this particular drive. Well, if you're Miles College, you had a field goal opportunity. You missed that one, hit it off the right upright, still down 3 touchdowns. And right now, you know, it's a big difference when you see, you know, from last year to this year. 40-yard punt, by the way, on that kick by Harrison Tuck.
Absolutely, and we just saw a shot of Trey Phillips earlier. He went down with a either shoulder or elbow injury and went into the tent for a while, but it looks like he's back and he's A-okay to play for Alabama State.
Tell you what, they don't need any more injuries, where they're going to become the mash unit pretty soon. With all the injuries that they have acquired. It's going to be a lot of soaking in ice water this weekend. Scott gets to about the 37-yard line. 3-yard gain, and Miles College will have second down here. And for Miles College, after the game this weekend against Alabama State, they will have their home opener against Lane coming up on the 21st. So they'll get a bye week next week. Then they will be on the road at Allen. Conference play for them starts on the 21st in the SIAC. Gennaro Scott is upended. Man, that was a heck of a tackle. And you know what? That really makes defensive coaches happy. Keen Lewis just with a great form tackle.
Yes. It just so happened that Scott's a smaller guy, so clearly it looked like he was picking him up and body slamming him, but theoretically it was a great forearm tackle for it as we get ready for the fourth quarter.
Entering the final quarter here in Montgomery. Alabama State still up big on Miles College.
Good morning, everybody. We are here to discuss the ASU. So, any questions?
Nope, all clear. Best Buy dialed you in. Tech, grills.
Absolutely. We got brats, cheese brats, brat pizza.
Epic 85-inch TV, and running on portable power?
Brat?
What if all the best for you tech was all in one place?
Wounded Warrior Project empowers post 9/11 veterans and their families with life-changing programs and services.
I realized I could be successful in a civilian career.
We stand by warriors and advocate for their needs going forward.
They were by my side in the hospital, and they're still with me today.
Through our programs, community, and advocacy, we're proving
anything is possible.
Learn more at woundedwarriorproject.org/stronger.
The tide goes in and out, just like a rider, there is no doubt. Inside the fluffy but crisp outside, perfect potatoes every time. Deliciously predictable. That's Ore-Ida.
For a limited time, Subway just dropped the price of every footlong in the app to $6.99. Wait, Subway did what? $6.99? That can't be right. Yep, says right here, $6.99 for any footlong. So that means $6.99 will get me a hot and toasty outlaw, or a Subway club, or a hot shot Italiano, or a...
Literally, any sub on the menu.
My bad. Don't miss out on this deal. Get any footlong for just $6.99 in the Subway app. Order now, before it's too late.
All the favorites.
Back here in Montgomery, Alabama State leading 24-3 as we start the third quarter. That particular play, Caleb Alford gets the tackle. Miles College with the football, first down at the 47-yard line.
Of course, Santori, if you're Miles, you just need to go ahead and just erase what happened in the third quarter offensively and try to regroup and cut into this lead as the final quarter has come upon us here in Montgomery.
Timeout.
And now a timeout on the field. It looks like Alabama State is switching personnel. And now Miles College will have first down and 10. Here is the give to Gennaro Scott to about the midfield stripe. You know, if you are the defense for Alabama State, this is exactly what you want.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. This is exactly what this Alabama State defense wanted to do against Miles College. Turnovers and takeaways. And then on the offensive side of the ball, they create situations for them to get touchdowns.
Second down and about 7 here. Nice pass, complete. And that's going to be out to Jaquavius Lee, the tight end. First time we've said his name tonight.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
And it's all coming back from Miles College because of an ineligible receiver downfield.
Matter of fact, that was the same person that actually caught the pass. So if he lined up at tight end, he must have been covered up by an outside receiver. And now it looks like he will make a trot over to the sidelines.
He is a big kid at tight end. Lee out of the ball game. 255.
And once again, could be an understatement unless the camera is putting on a few extra.
And moving, that's the other thing, like I said, we talked about before, moving well and ball on the ground. Scott able to pick it up, gets across the 50, and he's close to a first down, depending on where the line judge says he was tackled. Caleb Alford on the tackle.
Kudos to Scott right here for making a whole lot out of something that could have been way worse. They were in the shotgun, and it seemed like the center was thinking that the quarterback was right underneath them, so the ball literally came up short. Scott got there real quick, picked it up, bounced to the left side, and then set up third and short.
And it looks like a short gain on the play. Jean-Louis on the tackle.
Jean-Louis. That was Scott right there on the carry. Fourth and short coming up.
0 for 1 on fourth down for Miles College. And it is a big fourth down if they just want to try to gain some momentum in this ball game.
Absolutely. You know, that's a big difference from last year to this year. Last year, it was Miles College converting on multiple fourth down opportunities.
And Ivy looking. Ivory going down at the 40-yard line. Man, did he lose big yardage.
Absolutely. He saw nothing but the nines on that one. 99 from Elijah Elmore, and then number 9, Stephon Young-Oro on that play there. He just ran out of real estate, ran out of time, and got sacked, turnover on downs.
Well, Alabama State will have the ball when we come back, up 3 scores on Miles College.
Fun, memories, friendship. We're here for all of it. Here for the big moments and the small ones too. We're here for unforgettable triumph, momentary misfortune, and the impromptu throwdown. We're out here each day, chasing something great. Call it adventure, call it play, we call it fun. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
We are exactly what you think. We are not at all what you think. We are past, present, and future, all in one. Because the best way to honor our history is to make history. General Motors, honored to sponsor the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
Who are you? I'm you, but with the spicy kick. Spicy kick? When you try Jack Link's Dorito Spicy Sweet Chili Flavored Beef Jerky, you unleash the you with more flavor. So I have a panther and a neck tattoo. Is it temporary? What do you think? Does the panther know any tricks?
Nope.
Meet your flavor.
The SWAC, the premier athletic conference in the nation. A collection of schools rich in tradition, pride, and pedigree. Sacrifice, winning, allegiance, champions. We are the SWAC, building champions for life.
Today's SWAC scoreboard is brought to you by Pepsi. And let's start taking a look at some of the scores. Got a final score. Of course, Mercer beat Bethune-Cookman 31-2 in that game. Grambling right now big on Tuskegee at Eddie G. Robinson Memorial Stadium, 23-0 in the second quarter. And man, talk about a close game. Southern on top of Savannah State 9-7 at halftime.
Absolutely. And of course, Southern, they had their issues last week offensively. It seemed like Coach Terrence Graves and company had fixed them, but apparently that's not the case. 2-point lead going into the half.
Vanderbilt on top of Alcorn State, 17-0. Pine Bluff on top of Arkansas Baptist, 21-0. Pine Bluff looking for their first win.
And another one I wanted to add too, we saw it on the first screen. Prairie View leading Northwestern State in Natchitoches, Louisiana, 20-14 at the half.
Rice up on Texas, 35-0 in Houston. That's another team not going too far for most of the season. Texas Southern will be in Houston quite a while. Here is the give. And Alabama State on the first down.
Yeah, like Alabama State, Texas Southern won't be going too far away from their home campus many times this year. So, you don't have to have so many frequent flyer miles, or you don't have to put so much gas in the charter buses either.
Oh, man, and you talk about just a favorable schedule for fans. If you're Alabama State, you're at Sanford next. You take a long trip to Bethune-Cookman, but then you don't leave the state of Alabama for 4 weeks. You got FAM at home, Valley at home, Alabama A&M in Birmingham, and then Alcorn. And then, of course, you finish the season after Grambling on the road, Jackson, Prairie View, and Tuskegee.
I really think that stretch of games really in October and early November, we'll know exactly where Alabama State stands as they get ready to really wrap their season up when Jackson State comes here in mid-November.
McCoy on the tackle for Miles College. Third down now and about 12 for Alabama State. Man, you talk about a favorable schedule. It's great for fans because you don't have to travel far.
Correct. I am a little curious, though, on the fact that, you have Match City Classic 1 week and then Mobile the next week for the Port City Classic.
That's Alcorn?
Yeah, against Alcorn, yes.
Timeout Alabama State. And Alabama State 3 of 11 on third downs.
Let's look at those mighty marching Hornets under Dr. Oliver.
Well, we've had some great plays here in the ball game, and let's take a look at Andrew Body, what he was able to bring to the table. And of course, here's
Jaquan Kinsey right here. This was that run of a man. I'll tell you this: if he is up for SWAC Player of the Week, you just need to literally show that play and then show this play right here where he's just stiff-arming defenders like it was nobody's business.
Boy, I tell you what, Kinsey just done a great job. Keeps those feet moving. Just really has done a fantastic job of just staying on his feet. Over 100 yards rushing today.
A Clark Atlanta transfer. He's an Alabama native. So, made his way 2 hours over to the west.
Sims with the throw. Is that picked off? Let's see if they say that ball was intercepted. LaShawn Young going up high to get the ball, and they say he was out of bounds.
Could not get that foot down. But this is the perfect way that if you're a defender, especially if you're watching at home, you're in high school, this is how you high point the ball. Go up for the ball. He's about a foot away from getting it in, but still, great play right there.
Both teams with 48 offensive plays apiece. Far cry from last year. Miles College had over 70 plays, 50 of them on the ground.
But clearly, Santoria, the big difference maker is the turnovers.
Yeah. Turnovers have been huge today. Here's Harrison Tuck with a great punt. Goes over the return man's head, and this one's going to fall inside the 5-yard line. Great special teams play by Alabama State. And kudos to Jabari Kukendell, who downs the football. We'll take this time out. Back after this.
Cheers to a fruity, juicy treat.
Dole Fruit Bowl snacks. Fruit your way. Your Wyndham is waiting. When bucket lists need checking, points need redeeming, work trips need crushing, or anniversaries need celebrating? No matter who you are, where you're going, or why. With 24 trusted brands by Wyndham to choose from, your Wyndham is waiting. Get the lowest price at wyndhamhotels.com.
So what if I'm extra? I'm a craveable type. Fall in love with myself. I'm a tasty delight. Get a taste of the I'm so confident, right? Yeah, I'm feeling myself. Got the juice in it's right. Yeah, I move like a rebel, but I'm cute like a bunny. And I think that it's funny how they hate me and love me. Now I'm breaking the mold. Burn the road cause I'm cold. I don't need your approval. Feeling sassy and bold. So what if I'm extra? I'm a craveable type. So what if I'm extra? I'm a craveable type. So what if I'm extra? I'm a craveable type.
Make this Halloween season unforgettable with Party City. Discover exclusive decor and the hottest costumes and accessories. Halloween is here. It's time for haunted houses, charming little monsters, and wicked laughs, spine-tingling screams, and glow-in-the-dark ghouls. It's the season you've waited all year for. The thrill is back at Party City.
Shake up your shower with a flavor for every feeling. This Dove freshens you up. This Dove winds you down. This Dove leaves you glowing. And this Dove keeps you going. So whatever care you care about, there's a Dove for everybody.
Honey, but the gains are pumping.
Yeah, the market's closed.
Futures don't sleep in the after hours, bro.
Dad, is mommy a finance bro?
She switched careers to make money.
SWAC football, presented by Pepsi, is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Get the gear in here to have fun out there. Academy Sports and Outdoors, official sporting goods retailer of the SWAC. And by Home Depot, powered by Purpose, the champion HBCU. And by Nike, the official sponsor of the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Miles College, of course, in the National HBCU Battle of the Bands in Houston, Texas. And that's one of the great things is that no matter how small or big you are as far as your school size, If your band qualifies for that national HBCU Battle of Bands, you get a lot of publicity behind that. And another great event over in Houston, Texas.
Absolutely. They were up against the likes of Bethune-Cookman and Jackson State and Prairie View, Southern University, Tennessee State, Texas Southern, and Tuskegee, the marching Crimson Pipers from right down the road here.
Completed pass out past the 15-yard line. And that is going to be Frank Pierre. And some positive yards for Miles College. Alabama, just to give you a comparison here, total rushing yards for Alabama State, 177. Before that play, the total yards for Miles, 146.
Yeah, it's certainly been a big difference maker from what Alabama State has done offensively compared to what Miles College has done offensively. Other interesting thing too, Santori, is the fact that Alabama State really just kept it simple. They were like, we're just going to run straight at you, tackle us if you can.
That's right.
Rushing yards making a huge difference. As I mentioned, Miles College, they only got 34 rushing yards. I mean, the touchdown that Kinsey had was like 60 plus by itself.
Ivory going back. He is in some trouble. Now we'll throw the football. Coming back to the ball is Frank Pierre, and he is going to have a first down. Great job by Pierre coming back to the football. Saw his quarterback Ivory in trouble, and they get a first down.
Absolutely. Ivory was almost running for his life in this situation, but, Pierre was able to recognize that his QB can't throw the ball that far from where he was at, and he came back to make a solid reception and got a first down for Miles College.
Here is the give. Not much on first down. 3 yards by Scott, and it'll be second down.
Big number 96, Jakeem Fletcher. I've seen this young man for a number of years by way of Tanner, Alabama. Tanner High School, one of the smaller schools in the Huntsville area that has been a solid producer of college athletes for such a small school.
Ivory back to pass. It is complete. Out to Abner. Tayshawn Sims with the tackle.
Abner just running up the seam. Picking up a first down. We've seen this before now, Santoria. Miles College doing great offensively, but can they finish? That is the big question.
Yeah, they've had a couple of turnovers deep in Alabama State territory, and now movement on the line.
False start. Offense, number 65. I got penalty.
And it's going to be Keith, is it Keith Williams? No, it's going to be Jordan McCray. False start there. McCray, the 6'2 freshman, 285 from Dothan, Alabama.
Dothan, Alabama, maybe about 2 hours south of here, so I'm pretty sure that young man's got some fans in the stands cheering him on.
So first down and 15 now for Miles College at the Alabama State 49-yard line. Ivory, pass, complete.
No, I think they're saying incomplete.
No, incomplete, yep. Say trapped it on the ground, intended for Frank Pierre. Sims, once again, right there.
Sims is one of the talented freshmen on this team by way of Chipley, Florida.
Think Terry Sims has something to do with recruiting in Florida?
I'm almost certain he does, including the starting quarterback of tonight.
He's done a great job in helping with Coach Eddie Robinson Jr. with recruiting. Completed pass out to about the 38-yard line. Burgess on the tackle.
Here's Ivory throwing the crossing pattern, and Burgess comes up, makes a great tackle, picks him up, and then drives him back.
Darius Griffin, 5'11" redshirt sophomore from Millport, Alabama. Third down, conversions 4 for 12 for Miles College. Here's a throw, incomplete pass, great defense. Andrews was the intended receiver. And defense, great defense by Burgess.
Absolutely. Jay Andrews just has not been making much of an impact tonight on Miles College's offense, and that's a big kudos to this defense for understanding that he is a big playmaker for them.
4th down. And Miles College 0 for 2 right now on 4th down. Would like to change their fortunes here. They're inside Alabama State territory at the 38-yard line.
Alabama State's got everybody standing up for a rush, and here it comes.
And the ball comes out. Alabama State recovers, and they will have the ball at the Miles College 48-yard line. Jean-Louis with the recovery for Alabama State.
As I mentioned, Santoria, Alabama State had nobody with their hand in the dirt or in the turf. Everybody will stand up. We're coming. Block us if you can. And sure enough, that was not the case. And Miles College turns the ball over, and Alabama State has it with great field position.
Well, that was a big hit by Traquan Thomas. Alabama State will get the ball back right after the break.
When the sawdust settles and the engine roars, the thing you care about is a job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels different. Your wallet. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Your Wyndham is waiting. When bucket lists need checking, points need redeeming, work trips need crushing, or anniversaries need celebrating? No matter who you are, where you're going, or why. With 24 trusted brands by Wyndham to choose from, your Wyndham is waiting. Get the lowest price at wyndhamhotels.com.
40 calories is more my style.
No fruit bowl snacks. Fruit your way.
Make this Halloween season unforgettable with Party City. Discover exclusive decor and the hottest costumes and accessories. Halloween is here. It's time for haunted houses, charming little monsters, and wicked laughs, spine-tingling screams, and glow-in-the-dark ghouls. It's the season you've waited all year for. The thrill is back at Party City.
Trains. Trains that sense what isn't on the schedule. Trains that use the power of Dell AI and Intel to see hundreds of miles of tracks, clearing the way so you arrive exactly where you belong.
T-Mobile savings, take one.
Guys, focus. Let's not do fake falls. Just say at T-Mobile, you get tons of benefits and you can still save versus the other guys. Happy to be here.
24-3 score. Alabama State with the football. 1st down and 10 in Miles territory at the 48-yard line. Alabama State 48 offensive plays, Miles 57. Alabama State has had the ball 27 minutes and 14 seconds. Miles 26-23. And on the first play, here's the upcoming schedule presented by Pepsi. Presented by GM, I should say. Prairie View against Michigan State. Bethune-Cookman will be at Western Michigan. Valley will take on Murray State. Alabama State will battle against Sanford on the road. Arkansas Pine Bluff at Tennessee State. Southern and Jackson in Jackson. Oh, you and I will be there. Edward Waters at Alcorn. Grambling at Texas A&M Commerce. First time that those two teams have met. And Georgetown, Kentucky at Alabama A&M.
Those two games in the middle. Arkansas Pine Bluff at Tennessee State. The Southern Heritage Classic in Memphis. A very close game last year. I think it's going to be one again. And then, of course, the one you just mentioned that we will be at next week. Southern and Jackson State should be a good one. And I'm glad they pushed it back from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock.
2nd down and 11, and a loss on the play. Bozeman on the carry. Bird with the tackle. 3rd down and 13 now. Both teams have had 13 drives in this ball game.
Yes, sir. As we get ready for the last 5 minutes of this game, really Alabama State's just doing what they need to do to run this clock out. Miles College trying to get the ball back at least once to, get some points on this board to really keep them in it. But, time is not on their side for Coach Sam Shea that we see right there.
Third down just on the other side of midfield. And officials will stop play. Alabama State with the timeout. I believe that's their final timeout of the ball game.
30-second timeout.
It'll be third 13 when we come back from the timeout for Alabama State. Their final one of the game. Miles College still has all three of theirs. See some of the fireworks in the distance going off.
Absolutely. I don't know why, but it looks nice.
Let's have some things going on, some celebrations and things like that.
We take a look at that Alabama State huddle. You see Andrew Body right there to your immediate right. Of course, if you're just tuning in, Andrew Body injured near the end of
Alabama State, that's Holsclaw on the carry. He gets into Miles College territory at about the 42-yard line. Hardy on the tackle for Miles College.
Of course, Hardy from the Birmingham area, another Ramsey High School graduate. That means that he played with Jay Andrews. He also played with Cam Ivory during their times in high school. So, you know, a lot of these Birmingham area guys have stuck it out and stuck it together at Miles College right down the road.
Fourth down now for Alabama State. Harrison Tuck will punt the football.
Can he pin him back?
Oh, that's going to be close. And it looks like that Alabama State was able to pin them back inside the 5-yard line.
That's Trey Phillips coming up with the big play. So great speed and awareness of Phillips to get down there to pin back on Miles College.
39 yards on the punt.
No, now they're saying that he did not.
Let's take a look at these last 6 drives. Fumble, interception, a missed field goal, interception, and twice turnover on downs. And a couple of those times, well, the last time they started on their own 3-yard line, but they had some pretty good field position. The Alabama State 45, their own 45, the Alabama State 30.
And then on majority of those drives too, Santoria, they got into Alabama State territory with scoring opportunity. They just could not complete the deal.
Here's a run on first down. Gain of about 5 on the play. You know, we were talking a lot about the offense, but defensively, Hudson Davis leading the team in tackles for Miles College, 11 tackles. Dozier on the tackle for Alabama State. New quarterback in the ball game now, Channing Dumas, 6'3" junior from Katy, Texas. Defensively for Alabama State, Lewis, 6 tackles. Thomas and Swan both have 5. Thomas also has 2 sacks in the ball game. And a big gain here for Miles College, up to about the 45-yard line and a first down.
Now, Dumas is a transfer from Prairie View A&M. We talked to Coach Shade earlier this week, and he said that he'll probably be a guy for the future, but they wanted to bring him in just to have some competition for Cam Ivory.
Scarborough on the tackle. He's got 3 tackles and an interception to go along with a pass breakup today. Moving on line, free play for Miles College. Gain of about 1 yard on the play. Looks like Varner may have been the guilty party for Alabama State.
Offside. Defense. Number 44.
Yep, Varner.
In the neutral zone at the snap.
Kane Varner, 6'3", redshirt senior from Jonesboro, Georgia.
Well, Centuria boring a miracle. Miles will probably drop to 0-2, and they'll have their home opener next week against Lane. Lane's is not in a good position either, losing 55-0 right now to Jackson State on the road. We had 5 crossover games between the SIAC and the SWAC on this evening.
Dumas gets into Alabama State territory. Cunningham with the tackle. Marcus Cunningham, 6'1" senior from Bessemer, Alabama. He had 8 tackles last week.
Offense. Number 74. 10-yard penalty.
Holding on Miles College, Jason Stovall on the hold. And we talked about Stovall earlier in the ball game for Miles College, and someone who is a teacher, teaching kids. Says he already wants to coach after his playing days. Doing that now, man, that's got to be a really tough schedule to balance. You got practice, got lifting, teaching, full-time job for him.
Don't forget PTA meetings.
PTA meetings, absolutely.
I'm only mentioning that because my son now is in school, and I've got that coming up. So,
gotta love that.
Yes, sir. New facet of life. Dumas throws it into the backside of one of his offensive linemen.
Be 3rd and long. We also talk about Aaron Frazier, running back. Frazier is a kid that is very talented musically, plays the piano, sings extremely well, what his coaches say. It just shows you just how much these players do outside of the game of football.
Yes, Coach Shade actually said he was surprised that the purple marching machine have not tried to come and poach him from the football team yet, because they do recognize his talents.
Dumas back to pass. Actually, Dumas is going to take off with the football, and he gets big yardage and a first down. Oh, he's close. Is he going to get the first down? Close to it. Timeout on the field. All right, so just under 2 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Miles College driving, down 3 touchdowns.
Sir, would you like a menu?
Times may change, but some things remain timeless.
I've been using the Dove Beauty Bar more than 25 years.
Dove is 1-quarter moisturizing cream.
I feel silky smooth.
Stem Light Trap attracts and traps flying insects without chemical insecticides. So no matter what the day cooks up for you, you're never bugged. Stem Light Trap.
T-Mobile savings, take one.
Miss me.
Try just standing and say, at T-Mobile, you get tons of benefits and you can still save versus the other guys. Forget it. Check out the T-Mobile savings calculator to see how much you can save.
Are these my only lines? They sure are.
Good things come to those who wait. But with Factor, that wait is only 2 minutes. Yeah, just 2 minutes to sink your teeth into a mouth-watering meal. So take the guesswork out of eating well all day long. Factor. Delicious options delivered fresh. Visit factormeals.com for 50% off your first box.
And we're back in third quarter planning. Adams is quarterbacking this project, and she is looking pretty tired, Jill.
She's stuck, Bill, and that deadline is looming.
It looms for us all, Jill.
Wait a minute. She just pulled up Grammarly.
Grammarly is an AI writing partner that helps you make your point.
She just asked Grammarly to help her write a summary of her doc, and she's shortening it. Look at that. She's done. And it's in!
It's in! It's a touchdown!
Download Grammarly for free.
Today's player of the game is brought to you by Gatorade. It is Daquan Kinsey.
Kinsey showing how he just got so much speed and power. Yes, this play right here just changed the dynamic of this entire game right there. And then once again, bouncing it outside, showing his shiftiness, and also he's got some Derrick Henry type stiff arms to add to the highlight reel.
Kinsey has been doing a tremendous job. 13 carries, 137 yards, a touchdown, had a 67 or 65-yard touchdown run, averaging over 10.5 yards a carry. Getting it done. Juan Kinsey, player of the game, presented by Gatorade.
Now, here's the main thing. He had some huge holes to run through today. He's got to show some love to his buffet busters and offensive linemen because they made it happen for him.
Hey, let's go ahead and just give you give some love to the pancake praisers here. Cameron Smith at the left tackle, Jeremiah Frazier the left guard, Aurelius Dunn the center, Josh Daniel the right guard, and Jimmy Jenkins the right tackle. All have been just stellar today for Alabama State. And contributing to, I mean, they ought to get just as much of a player of the game as he do, because you got to have to run behind somebody.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, offensive lineman of the week, maybe offensive line of the week. We might have to just call up Andrew Roberts and ask if we can just add that to the mix when he sends out his emails.
Absolutely. Chaney Dumas loses a yard, 4th down now for Miles College. Thomas on the tackle. As the clock, we are under 90 seconds in this ball game. And Alabama State will go to 1-1. Miles College 0-2. And for Alabama State, they've got Sanford next on the road. And then Bethune-Cookman on the road. Here is the run. Ooh, a good stick. Woo! DeMarcus Cunningham baptizing Dumas.
Cunningham, the 6'2", 218-pound linebacker from Bessemer, Alabama. Let's take another look at this. He put that stick on him.
Man.
And his helmet came off. And he just stares down at the Miles College coaching staff, too, like, do something.
I tell you what, some hard hitting going on in this ball game. 54 seconds remaining in the contest.
I love how I heard all the oohs coming out of the crowd, too.
Fans were treated to a great game here today. A couple of weeks before they come back home. As a matter of fact, they won't be back home until the first week of October. So they'll have a 3-week window here before they see them again. They come back, Bam, Valley, and then Magic City Classic. I mean, if you are a fan of Alabama State football, to have 2 home football games before the Magic City Classic, that's big.
Yes, and that was something Coach Eddie Robinson said
revenge
he
is served
really
up.
wanted to make happen with this program, because there was a lot of times that Alabama State would have more home games later in the season.
But Alabama State does have a dilemma.
Magic City Classic.
Not have a quarterback.
But the fact that they have multiple home games and majority of their games are in the state of Alabama prior to it, you can't beat that.
Yeah. Here's a run by Alabama State.
They do not have a quarterback.
Sims gets out to about the 45-yard line.
All right. This is the 4th quarter. FAMU 9, Miami 53.
In the ball game. And Alabama State is going to take their time.
3rd quarter, Kentucky State 0, Alabama A&M 42.
There's a look at
halftime.
Alabama State students.
Grambling 37, Tuskegee 3.
Great to see the students stick out the entire game.
You know, there's some coaches
in 3rd quarter.
Don't stay
Lane 0, Jackson State 58.
I've seen it. I've heard it.
Texas Southern
Shout
3rd
out
quarter
to our
0,
stat
Pikes
person here in the
45.
back box, Matt Coulter, really keeping it together here and helping
All
us
right,
out.
about damn time. 3rd quarter, Savannah State 7,
225 fans
Southern
have
16.
seen Alabama State get their first home victory of
Fairview
2024.
20, Northwestern 21.
24-3 over Miles
Valley
College
7, Lamar 21.
here in Montgomery.
Alcorn 0.
Absolutely.
Vanderbilt
We saw
27.
Alabama State, jump out to a big lead,
Arkansas
and then in the
Baptist,
second half, pitch a
24.
shutout thanks to getting big-time turnovers when they needed to make it happen. And Eddie Robinson Jr. has definitely got to be happy and pleased with the play of his Hornets tonight here in Montgomery.
I'm going to switch over to the Southern
longtime friends, of course, hugging and really just getting to share some pleasantries. Total yards in the ball game, 279 for Alabama State, and Miles with 234. SWAC football presented by Pepsi. We want to thank everybody for joining us. We thank you for all of your help. We'll see you next week.
What a game.
Big companies run on Monday.com. We run the Orca species, and it gives us the visibility and foresight to hit our Q3 migration targets easily.
Mobilizing an entire species across 5 oceans is a massive operation.
Monday gives us the visibility to predict different scenarios like potential danger and devouring seals.
Let's avoid killing references.
Managing food supply.
Approved.
All right, I'm about to switch over to the Southern game.
This Dove freshens you up. This Dove winds you down. This Dove leaves you glowing. And this Dove keeps you going. So whatever care you care about, there's a Dove for everybody.
Lucina Noah came on in place of Darian Bell. Nathaniel Chisholm is the man that made the tackle in the teeth of the defense.
Savannah State's up front, we've been talking about them all day today. They've been doing a solid job. And that last play, they've been able to get some penetration, get up the field, and cut off some run lanes. If they can continue to do that in the second half, somebody have to make a play on Savannah State's defense. They have to make a play. The offense has been kind of struggling moving the ball. Somebody has to make a play here.
Rhymes catches it out the backfield, tries to break it. He's upended. Excellent tackle made by Kirk Smith, the senior from Augusta, Georgia. But a first down picked up by Kendrick Rhymes.